السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم، فأما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Dear sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this third day of Ramadan without we specifically asking from him, but he did. Today, inshallah, in this series of women in the Quran, we are visiting two houses at the same time. We are getting into the house of Nuh and the house of Lot alayhim as-salam. Was there? The wives of these two noble individuals were the discussion of the talk today, and I decided to combine them both because of the similarities in their acts. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that the people of Nuh alayhi salam, they did not believe in him, they rejected him. So all the suffering and the propagation he went through, his wife Amazora was participating in mockery at him and teasing him. She didn't disbelieve in him, she disbelieved in his message. And consequently, when the flood punishment was coming, she was included in the punishment. Besides this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about Lot alayhi salam wife, and that is Waila. Waila, what was she doing? She was actually conspiring with the people of Sodomy. Whenever her husband gets guests, she will send some signal to them so that they will come and attack these men, and then they will satisfy themselves with these men. What the people were doing, the people of Lot, they were actually satisfying their biological needs with the same gender, and that is the men were acting in this way. I mean, the name is known, and it doesn't befit me to just mention it. Barakallah fikum. So this woman, what was she doing? She was just not disbelieving even in his message. She was again causing harm to her husband. It's like all what her husband was doing, she was just acting treacherously, just like what Nuh alayhi salam wife did to the husband. So much so that there was a time noble angels came to Lot alayhi salam in human form, not in angelic form, which even Lot alayhi salam could not recognize that. And this Waila sent signal to the people, and then suddenly from nowhere the people came in the middle of the house yearning, looking blindly intoxicated, yearning to get hold of these noble angels to act that evil act on them. So much so that they embarrassed Lut alayhi salam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described this scene in so many surahs, including Surah Al-Hijr, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَجَاءَ قَوْمُهُ يُهْرَعُونَ وَمِنْ قَبْلِ كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. The people in the city came. They came purposely for these noble angels, and then before them they were acting evil acts. They embarrassed him, and Lut alayhi salam said, by Allah, indeed these are my guests, do not embarrass me, and these are my guests, do not fear Allah, and do not shame me or disgrace me. Nothing of this nature hold on to their hearts. They didn't feel any inclination towards what he's saying, so much so that he was so much embarrassed, and he pointed on his daughters and said, these are my daughters. إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ بَنَاتِي إِن كُنْتُمْ فَاعِلِينَ. Indeed, these are my daughters. And in different verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, هَؤُلَاءِ بَنَاتِي إِن كُنْتُمْ فَاعِلِينَ. These are my daughters if you should be doers of lawful marriage. He suggested his daughters when even he was in difficult moment. But then what was the mission of these angels? They came to give the appointment date of the destruction of these sodomites. And these sodomites, they didn't know that, neither even the wife know. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed that the wife is going to be part of those who remain behind, and she will also be punished. And what was the punishment of these evil actors? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, first of all, caused a big shrink, big sound, seized them at the end of the day. And also their city was upside down, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala capsided their city. So the higher level of the city went down, and then he caused a storm, rain of hard clay fell onto them. All this description in Surah Al-Hijr, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that, so the shrink seized them at sunrise. And this is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dealt them with the similar way they were acting. Why? Because they changed the nature. They were supposed to marry their opposite genders. Why should they satisfy themselves with their same gender? Of course. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dealt them in that similar way by capsiding them upside down, and then caused severe rain of stones to hit them. This was even on this planet Earth. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the fates of these two women, and that is this Waila, Amazora and Waila, in Surah Tahrim, that chapter 60, verse 10, when he says that وضرب الله مثلا للذين كفروا امرأة نوح وامرأة لوط. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set forth an example to those who disbelieve. امرأة نوح وامرأة لوط, the wife of Nuh and the wife of Lot. كانتا تحت عبدين من عبادنا صالحين. These two women were under two of the righteous servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فخانتاهما, and they betrayed them. They acted treacherously against them. فلم يغنيا عنهما من الله شيئا. These servants did not avail these women. They didn't help them against the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. SubhanAllah, is so scary when one is reading these verses. And then it was said to them, وَقِيلَ ادْخُلَ النَّارَ مَعَ الدَّاخِلِينَ. It was said to them, enter in the hellfire with those who enter. SubhanAllah. This is like, it's frightening when one reads specifically these verses, which simply tells you that everybody is accountable for his deeds before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Judgment Day. It's not enough to say I'm coming from a noble house, or my parents are righteous, they pray in time, they give sadaqah, they are good people, so therefore let me just overlook and undermine my salat and then ignore my fasting, and then I'll be fine. SubhanAllah, everybody is going to be accountable in front of Allah. If these two women, their treacherous act did not avail them, their husbands didn't avail them, they didn't help them even single on this planet Earth, how come are they going to avail them before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of resurrection, on the most difficult day? We will end here. Barakallahu fikum, and we will see tomorrow inshallah at the same time. We will visit a house also, and we will find out what is there and what's mentioned in the Qur'an. Till then, we say subhanakallahumma bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Brothers and sisters, we all love Rasulullah. Our journey goes on, this journey for Allah. Forward as Muslims for the sake of Akhirah.